G'day folks! So we thought we'd do a little talk on the Garmin InReach Mini, which is a device we bought for our little adventure. And the reason we wanted to talk about it is just because I thought it was brilliant, and I think Hayley would concur as well. What we bought it for was basically to have some sort of satellite communications, and it has the Iridium network. So the Iridium network is a worldwide network, and it means that no matter where you would go in the world, you would have some sort of SMS text messaging capability with this device. And not only that, it also features tracking, meaning that you could send your tracking info to your friends and family, and what that means is they can see where you are in any given time, and you can set the updates to how often this updates. We started from Marmanor, and you can zoom in on the unit and you can see where we started off from. The blue line was us setting off at around about 30-minute intervals, and as you can see, this is basically our track and our route to Canary Islands. You can see we tucked in here to Marina Rubicon, and then it shows where we then decided to turn around and head back to the Canary Islands. If you hit the tracking icon, it's really easy to get it going. All you do is you just press start at the top of the screen, start, and there it goes. It's started to send our tracking information now to whoever you want to send it to. Okay, so this that we're actually looking at is a Garmin EarthMate app, and it doesn't really show you much in the way of marine information or charts. Like, if it was paired with Navionics, that would be absolutely amazing. But as I was saying, this is more for like climbers, which is kind of handy if you happen to be somewhere and that you don't have any cell signal. If you click the top right, go open Street Maps and download, and it comes up with Canary Islands there. So I'm going to click download that, and click done, and then now you can see in the background there we've got all this extra sort of information, and we are in Amarillo Marina, and there you go. You can zoom in and you can see the basically the road maps in the background, which is helpful if you're walking to or from a destination. And again, if you've got no phone signal and you don't have Google Maps, this is pretty good. You do have to remember, however, though, to download these maps before you move into the area, so you've got to download all of this first. And you can also get weather information on this. The reason for going and doing a YouTube thing on the InReach Mini is because I spent hours and hours researching to see what the weather information looked like on the Garmin InReach Mini, and wasn't brilliant. So I just thought, well, I'll just do one on weather, and then for anyone else who's contemplating doing some offshore sailing and wondering what that actually looks like. So here we go, and I'll show you how. Now, this is really made for hikers, I'd say, rather than sailors. Well, you can see for yourself. So first of all, I'm going to ask for basic weather forecast so I can show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to hit premium on here, and then get forecast, and you get like a little tone from the device to say when it's actually asked for the weather. Now, I just heard the unit buzz in the background, so I'm assuming that means we've now got the weather. So I'm going to click on there we go, there's the weather. So this is now the premium weather, and it shows what the weather is going to do here in the Canary Islands for the next sort of few days. And this is as it looks. So yeah, it's reasonably basic, but it's handy if this is the only kind of weather information that you could receive out at sea. At least it's good to know that you can actually get some. And we found it to be reasonably accurate as well. We also had an Iridium Go unit with Predict Wind, and most of our weather routing that we actually used came from there, but this was just like an additional backup, which was nice to have. And then now we're going to have a look at the marine weather, which should basically just show the direction of swells, Now you have to be over a big body of water, which as you read from the thing, it says forecast location must be on an ocean or other large body of water, additional charges per request. Now I don't actually know how much this is going to cost me, because I have to check my statement, but when I've got that information I'll add a thing at the end of the movie so you can see how much it cost. Okay, so we're requesting the information now. So I've just heard the unit buzz in the background, and what that means is now you can see just here that it's getting the forecast, and again it'll probably take about 1 to 2 minutes to receive that information. Okay, so we've just received the new marine forecast, and this is what it looks like. So it's the same at the top, showing, you know, the picture icons here and here, the wind status, but yeah, this is the marine forecast part. So it shows the swell height here, the direction of the wind. Now we did find that sometimes the current was a little bit out, because at one point when we were en route to the Canary Islands, I'd noticed that it had come up with 21 knots worth of current, and that definitely didn't happen, because otherwise we'd have been going in a very different direction. But I guess that must have just been a glitch. But yeah, we found on the whole it was pretty good, and it was, as I said, as a backup weather, it's brilliant. Okay, so we're just going to send a message to my phone, and this is basically an SMS message, and we'll see how long it takes to send it and then to receive it. So I'm just going to type in test, and then press send, and then it should dingle dangle on here. I should probably have this outside now. So we just sent a test message to my phone, and as you can see on the screen, it was sent at 11:51 AM. And as can be seen on my phone now, I received the message at 11:53, so 2 minutes to send a text message, which isn't too bad. So yeah, that's basically it with the Garmin Mini InReach unit. We'd say that we're very happy with it. I'm glad I never had to press this SOS button. And yeah, if you have any questions on this unit, then please add them in the comments at the bottom of the video, and we'll do our best to try and answer them. If you'd like to learn any more about the other things that we used, or the getting weather from the Iridium unit, I could do a video on that, because we used the Iridium unit to get predict wind weather, but I also had an iGrid file reader for the Mac, and I was also able to get information that way if you didn't want to subscribe to Predict Wind. Again, I just tried to have a second of everything, so if I couldn't get weather from one source, I was hoping I'd be able to get it from another. It was a great price at $299. Again, as I say, we're not a Garmin affiliate by any stretch, but I'd say it was worth it. So if you're planning on doing offshore passages, I'd say it's definitely worth getting one, and we'll put a link to the Garmin site at the bottom of the video. If you've liked these videos, then please like and subscribe to our channel, and if you do like it, that really helps us because it means we get more views. So that's it. Bye for now.